Alright, hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. Hope you guys are having a good, you know, yeah. Hope you guys are having a good something. It's a Thursday night, and I am gonna do just a little bit of painting. I'm gonna change your orientation just a little bit there. You didn't even notice because it's just a green surface in front of you. And I'm gonna change the lighting a little bit. There we go. It's a little harder for me to paint in this lighting, but it's a little easier for you to see in this lighting, and I'm okay with that trade. Um, hey, what's up, Shadow Cat? Glad you were able to just catch me on. I normally wait until 9 p.m. exactly to start streaming, but we're gonna do this right now. So, anyways, yeah, morning. Let's have a look at what we are currently working on. Like the description says, we are working on some Malifaux Chimera miniatures, and I have 4 that I'm working on. Whoa, let's actually take this time to let's fix our camera, because that is absolutely not in focus. Let's see here. Whoa, there we go. So these are the Empyrean Eagles, and there's 2 of these, and you can see, you know, they're pretty simple model designs. I also have Marcus Alpha, and I really tried to get that to fix that gap there. And even with the filler, still, it looks like you could see it. You could still see it. It looks really bad on camera, like exaggerated. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to disguise that a little bit better with some painting. And then I don't know what they're calling this miniature. Savage Sally or something like that. She's another like limited edition. But these are all part of the Marcus crew from Malifaux. They're all part of that Chimera monster crew. So that's what we're working on tonight. Not sure what we're going to finish. We're just going to paint and try to enjoy the evening. And yeah, um, if you want to be part of the conversation or whatever, you can feel free to just message me in the chat. Or if you're on the Discord, you can always just talk to me on voice. So first thing though is we need to start the painting. I think what we're gonna do actually is let's just go ahead and let's just start painting in. Let's get the precursor in for some of these eyes, right? Because you can't not paint the eyes. Let's start with that. And like I said, feel free to send me any questions, any comments, any threats. They're all good for me. Was watching some basketball prior to kicking on the camera here. And just decided, well, 30-point blowout, probably not worth my time. But painting my Marcus crew, probably worth my time. Right? So, Shadowcat, main question. Have you purchased your Shadow Point? And what do you intend to play for Shadow Point? I'm just assuming you're in for Shadow Point. Because I just think most people, I think a lot of people are going to be in for Shatterpoint. Oops. So yeah. So the question, what are you playing for Shatterpoint? Just going to skip the whether or not you are playing Shatterpoint. Just work under that full assumption. One thing I'm going to point out here, I do not like flying bases, which is why these birds are on the ground. Because I do not like Flying bases. It's not my favorite. I don't know if she needs. I don't know if she actually needs her little eyeballs painted in or not. I mean, I'll do it. I just don't think that's useful at this time. I'll cover up the top part of her little evil bunny mask. You have Marvel United from Simon, but no Shatterpoint. You're not playing Shatterpoint, really? I'm so shocked by that. Might be the first person I've talked to that is not. So you're not planning on joining Shatterpoint because it's all the hype right now. Shatterpoint launching in the beginning of June, and there's already people playing demo versions of it at their stores and playing it on Tabletop Simulator. There's already a lot of YouTube content out for Shatterpoint. You know, creators that have already decided that this is their life now, that they're going to be Shatterpoint channels. You know, I'm planning on jumping into Shatterpoint and just seeing what all the hype is about. And we'll just see how long it lasts, right? How long I remain interested in Shatterpoint. All right. We need like I need like an aqua marine or like a teal color. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. All right, so we're going to use this color, blue-green, for the Empyrean Eagles. Okay. To give us all right. Well, we're going to just paint this in. You can see I kind of faded out that color a bit, and then I've washed it with a gray wash to help you see the detail of individual feathers. But now I just want to kind of push that color up a bit. All right, it's a two-headed thunder chicken, basically. And these are pretty good models on the tabletop. If you're a Marcus player, 5-point model with incredible speed, incredible range. Can be some of the best objective runners in the game. So hey kiddo. Hi. Oh yeah, you have the core X boxes and the X-Men as well as the X-Force. Very cool. I am planning at one point to start an X-Men team for MCP. So that's one of those projects that I'll pick up right during the summer. But not the most urgent thing right now. Right now we're really on a Malifaux kick. I'm hosting a Malifaux tournament at the end of the month here. That should be fun. And I just want to get some keywords ready for that, right? One of which being this very fun Chimera keyword, which is a lot of beasts and controlling the mutations on your beasts, right? Really giving them. What I like about Marcus is he's a cool Just a really nice Swiss Army knife type keyword. You know, it's about his keyword's all about versatility and picking the right tools for the job, and then assigning the right mutations for on in game for when you need them. So yeah, you know, these models, these little eagles are very simple, but yeah, a pair of eagles like this, you can get a lot done. I probably only need to run one eagle, but I don't know. There might be the odd instance where I want to. There's a lot of cool Chimera stuff though that I want to paint up and have ready. The eagles being one. I also want to paint up slate ridge maulers, which are these awesome like 6-armed bears. So yeah, Marcus is a very fun crew to play in Malifaux. So pretty excited. We'll see how we do here. But giving these guys a little bit more color, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, pretty happy with that. All right. Okay. Question for this like strappy leg covering here. Should this be a light color or a dark color? I'm not sure. I'm thinking it should be a dark color. Babylon 5 coming back with an animated film. Never watched Babylon 5. Heard some cool stuff about it. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to get into like TV shows, so I'm excited for you. I don't have an opinion on it outside of, hey, that's really cool that you're excited for it. That's all I got, and I apologize for that. All right. Yeah, I think this should be dark. I don't know what color her dress should be. Or should that be light colored and the dress can be dark? First thing, let's start with a color I know I want to go with. I know her art has her as like dark haired, but I think she's a redhead. Just me personally, I think that's what she is. So I want to use an orange or a like an auburn color here for her hair. So let me track that down. You're gonna say a light hose? Okay. Well, we can discuss it a little bit further because right now I'm gonna start with the one color I am sure of. It's also the one color I currently cannot find. Hold on. It's here. There it is. Okay. We're gonna make her, she's gonna be a ginger. She's gonna be a ginger. Okay. And we're gonna let that kind of help guide the rest of the decisions around colors for this model. So let's get this down. It's kind of cool. She's supposed to be this like murderous, psychopathic bunny lady, I suppose. And in game, she represents she's supposed to represent Paul Crockett, which is the funny thing about that is Paul Crockett is primarily known as a ranged model. Right? He has a little shotgun, a little carbine that he shoots in combat, and this model gives you the impression that there's really no ranged ability to this model. Not blonde? Nah, I thought about it. The reason is the henchman in this crew, Miranda, she's blonde, and I kind of want them to look a little bit different here. So that's why we're going with the red hair here. Okay, so we know the hair is going to be red. Now the dress in the studio art is a pink, and I think that would look terrible with this red hair. She's nut job, yes. So I don't think I want her to have a pink dress. I don't think it works. I don't think that's going to work very well. I don't know. Okay, so while that's drying, let's go ahead and let's try light stockings. See if it. So this is kind of a pain because there's all this little tedium here, and I don't want to. I don't want to have to paint in every individual little strap. So what I'm doing is kind of just overbrushing just to catch those lines. Right? There we go. So I'm getting a little overbrush on there. I missed some hair. Thinking. I am not seeing where I missed hair. That's okay. Even if I did miss hair, I can always. This is just for the color blocking. Anyway, so right, usually do come back and clean this up. Okay. Not really seeing the light hose. Not really seeing the light hoses giving me really what I want here. I may have to do several layers of the light hose. Could also go with like a brighter red dress, like a more vibrant, like a blood red dress. It's not the worst thought. Right, the other option could stay with the Easter theme with a green dress. A lot of potential options here. Could go blue, like a blue and yellow dress. Right? Hmm. The dark, I think, would give me. The dark stockings would give me kind of a cool, just like kind of a cooler focal point to the model, right? And then this can be whatever color we want it to be. So it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think dark might be. I think dark is good. I think that's. Let's Let's set up to do that. It's probably going to look better in the long run. I know the studio art, again, is light, but it's studio art. It doesn't, I don't know, I feel like it's getting away with a certain amount of artistic freedom by being a lighter color. Whereas the dark here is going to force me to be a bit more honest about painting the straps in. Which is something I didn't actually want to do, but I feel like at this point, I feel like I probably have to, because it's just not popping, right? It's not generating the interest that we want it to. But now that I'm getting some of this dark webbing in here, it's already starting to look somewhat interesting, right? And I'm just like very lightly doing this. You have to be very light when you're doing this. Just let it catch where it's gonna catch. Right? Or you risk it to edit it up, pretend I didn't. Yeah, editing. That's something I do. Sure. Okay. So you can see it's catching now. So you're starting to see that webbing hopefully starting to show up on camera. And if not, you're just going to have to take my word for it. It's showing up just fine here. There we go. That already, see how that dark already looks much cooler than the light. Yeah. And we can literally make the dress any color we want now, because it should be fine, including dark. Like if we wanted to just stay with this whole dark bunny aspect, we could totally do that on the dress, and yeah, it would look just fine. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot more. You can see now that that is doing what we were hoping for. Right? There you go. I think I have her box art. It's actually on it's just on a stat card, which is in my car at the moment. So, but I'm pretty sure if we look on the weird website, we could probably find it. Right? But you can tell, like, her whole deal is she's this sort of savage-looking, evil bunny axe murderer. Okay, there we go. Pink may not be bad. Red may not be bad. Even green. Green might be pretty cool. Purple. Purple might work. Yellow. Purple would be kind of cool. Green would be fantastic, I think. I think green would be really good. If I do green, that might be great looking. Yeah, I think I'm really leaning towards doing like green and like a yellow Easter eggs on the ground. You could. I'm boring. I'm just gonna do with like flowers and that kind of stuff. Um, green. Could do green. Green with like a purple or like a yellow accent. She's got this little rose right here. Let's just fill in some stuff that we know that we know we're gonna want. So we're probably gonna want a red rose. So let's do red right there. All right, let's just do a red rose right here. Right? And now that it's kind of making me think that maybe these bands that kind of surround the rose, that those should be green to make it, right, to give you the impression that um, it's like an actual rose. So let's put some green down. Want like I want to go fairly vibrant or pastel with this, so let's do. So let me show you what I'm talking about right here. Murder Ballads by Nick Cave. No, I have no idea who that is. But yeah. So we're gonna do. So here's what I'm talking about. This sort of belt line here. Can make that green, right? And it's kind of like a double belt line. So we'll do green here. What's kind of cool about that is it's making the white undertone kind of look good. So you've got this white undertone here, green back there, and then just for continuity, I'll do this strap here off the shoulder strap that leads into kind of the top trim part here. Let's do that as green also. Right, so now you can see kind of the pattern of the dress. So now we probably just want a contrasting color to go with the green here. Right, the green is a good contrast for her red hair. So green, right? Green with a red rose and dark stockings. Uh, what do you want that color to be? We can make it like a tone down, like a blue gray. We could do that. Which is not a bad thought. Or we could actually go back towards box art and make it pink. Right? We could make the dress pink. Or I'm thinking it should actually be yellow. I'm thinking that the dress should actually be yellow. Like let's just if we're gonna be bright, let's just go bright. Right? What is the other option? Blue I think would clash. Purple would work. Purple would also be kind of good. Purple would actually also be kind of good. That's not a bad thought. Maybe purple. I also have. Oh wow, I have like a bright, like flame color, which would. It's probably. I mean, that's really bright. That Magmadroth flame. It's a little too bright. I think we want to go with like super bright. The other option, I could go like a Frostheart, which is like a Ducati blue. Be pretty cool also. I just feel like I have so many models in that color scheme. So yeah, really leaning towards purple. And the question is, do I go with like a magenta purple or like an actual purple? That's the question. And I kind of want to just go with an actual purple. Right? I think I do. I think we're going to go. Yeah. Right? Let's just go like more of, we'll call it like a Joker type theme. And we'll just go purple. So I'm going to start off with the speed paint purple, which is going to be way too dark, you'll see. And we're going to lighten it up. Okay, so. Right, it almost looks kind of, when it first goes down, it almost looks like I was painting it black. But we'll get this purple to mellow out a little bit. It's a great purple. This is actually going to look, I think this is going to look great once we highlight it up properly. I think this should look pretty good. And then the mask is probably going to be like we'll do like a blue-gray and highlight it up towards white. Right, kind of keep the bunny theme there. Because I know that purple going down is looking very dark. But we'll fix that. You know, now I'm getting like a really heavy like Joker's daughter vibe from her. Right, that's really cool though. Yeah, I'm liking this color scheme as we're progressing. There's a song called "Where the Wild Roses Grow." Okay. All right. Cool. So we got that purple. We're gonna let that dry for a second, and then we're gonna start highlighting that up. Um, do Uh-oh, got cats in here decided they get to roughhouse in here. This is not going to end well, friends. All right. So I'm going to get this with a gray color. The mask for now. We will highlight it back up towards white. But now you can see kind of where all this is going. Right, evil bunny mask. Okay. And then for these wraps around, I mean, now that I'm looking at it, I could have gone with a lighter stocking, but I guess it's gonna look okay. Hello, kitties. Yeah, get two kitties in here thumping around. So we're gonna do this in like a bone colored gauze, like that. Let's go ahead and do this part too. Whoops. Okay, and pretty good. Now let's do the. We're gonna do. Little steel on this hatchet here. So you can see we've got her mostly blocked out at this point. So now we know where we're going, right? That's like the hardest. Why not use a bunny fur color for the map? Oh, I'm gonna highlight this back towards white when all is said and done. Right now it's we're going with this gray. I am going to just put in a couple tiny dots here. Okay, I'll let that dry. Now let's start working on the purple, which I think is going to be cool. I want a deep purple color. It's like the base tone. If I can find one. I found violet red, but that's not what I want. Actually, just want like purple. I thought that was purple there for a sec. There we go, deep purple. All right. These cats are they are really busy tonight. All right. Whoa. Can you help me with the cats, kiddo? Well, he just took off. He was like, nope. Thanks, son. All right. So now we're going to start to apply that purple color. So now we're getting a lot of fun. You can see that purple is very fun, right? And we're stoned on catnip. Oh, so your cat mellows out with catnip. Ours kind of they roll around a bit, right? And they do some, like, you can tell they're tripping out a bit, and then they roll around, and then they kind of go, like you're saying, they kind of fall into the stoned state. Yeah, I'm liking that purple. I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, let's do a couple layers of that purple. Okay. Uh, let's get into highlighting up the mask. Oh, this is too dark. I don't want anything that dark. I want this to be fairly pale. The mask, that is. Looking for like almost like an azure color. This'll work. Morning After Blues. It's a good color. This model is going to be a mainstay in my Marcus crew because I think Paul Crockett is a really nice pickup for that crew. There we go. Eggshell. I'm actually gonna darken the eyes a little bit. I want the detail of the mask to pop a little bit more, so I'm gonna put just a little bit of dark in the eye sockets, right? Just kind of help that grow a little bit. Next up, do a little highlighting on the hair. I guess we've kind of shifted focus to mostly this model now, which I'm okay with. You can see I'm going in with a really pretty vibrant orange here. I don't know, I like the idea of this model just being very, very vibrant. right? I love that. Right? Almost like fiery hair. I like that quite a bit. All right. All right. Let's step up that purple a little bit more. So we'll keep going up. We're going to climb up the violet spectrum here and go up to blue violet. Ooh, got a clog. Hold on. All right. And again, just gonna highlight tippy top edges here. I want to feather that out a little bit. There we go. And I'm a little worried about those cats. Not for their sake, but if they keep running around like this and I don't like try to chill them out, they're gonna keep my whole family up. And that's a problem. Right? Because then I have to get them up in the morning, which I typically do, but it's much harder if cats kept them up all night. Good news is, you can see here from the painting that the purple is looking pretty good, right? Starting to feel pretty good about that purple. All right. Let's get some white going. We're gonna highlight the white up here. Ooh, get some of that purple spilling into the white. That's not so good. It's a kind of a cool effect though, right? I know you can't see much of that on camera, but you get this. It's actually kind of a cool effect. Right? I want to highlight this just enough. What type of ground is going to be walking on kitties? I'm tired of them. Oh, they're just walking on our like pergola floor. So they'll get tired eventually. Okay, so we get this weird sort of blue gray, purple, white going on for the mask, and it's actually pretty damn cool. I actually like it. I'm liking it quite a bit. Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. My only question is, would I had been better off just leaving the stockings white, lighter now? And I don't, at this point, I don't want to go back to white because yeah, at this point I kind of have to just go all in on the darker stocking. There we go. And do this orange or is this red? Yeah, I'm liking that quite a bit. All right. Okay, she's looking pretty good. Uh, Gonna switch gears here in a sec. And go back to those eagles. First, though, just wanna call some attention to that axe a little bit. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay. Let's go back to these guys for a minute. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna pick out the white-ish center part of the feather pattern here. It's not something that you have to do, but just helping or I'm just trying to get the bird to look a little more vibrant. Right, because I'm gonna pull this highlight out to a very brighter, like aqua color. Do you think she could be walking in the meadow? Yes. That's, I mean, this is the Marcus Crusoe. The plan here was to go with, you know, grassland. She's gonna have some like flowers on her base, different color flowers. You can see what's going on there, right? Just highlighting some of the feathers. Okay. And Not bad. And then we'll get underneath here. It's just a lot of little detail work here underneath. There we go. And underneath here. Okay. Little brighter chickens. This one's a bit easier to paint since everything is like so flat. You can hit it all pretty quick. Right? Right? Nice little two-headed bird action there. Cool. All right, let's get, let's see. Probably want like a solid blue color. The old bands. Although I could just go red. Would look, just to give it the contrast. I think the blue might be a little too subtle. So let's actually go with a darker, oh yeah, violet red. There you go. Be a good one. Oh, that's a nice color. You know what? Also, how about we do laser magenta, which is one of my favorite colors actually. This color is really nice, especially if you're just going for something brighter. It's a good color for this. Right, it's gonna provide a pretty sharp contrast. Right. Um, that is a pretty nice contrasting color. Right. Okay. I'll get the other one. Cool. All right. Well, that's looking pretty good so far. And what we're doing here, I am pretty good. I think we're about ready to start painting in um, some of this grassland stuff. So I need camo green. If I can find it. It's always the rub in it. No camo green, huh? Don't see it. Could just go orc skin and make it super bright. I don't think that's correct. There we go, camo cloak. Alright. So do some camo cloak. And normally just kind of go in pretty sloppily with this stuff. Right? Because it's texture. It's grass. Right? Mark is here. He's doing everything he can not to touch the grass, which is weird, but okay. Okay. As you can see, I'm just leaving some like lighter patches in here. Right? And then here. Okay. Cool. Now we're going to go in with a darker brown. Yes, I am going in while this is still wet. Because if it blends, then that's even better. So I think this one's totally empty, but let's try it. Yeah, that one's totally empty. Maybe I have a new one. Probably do. If I can find it. It's too light. It's also too light. Alright. Too light. Shoot. I know I have one. It would be very upsetting if I have to use a different color. Whew. I'm just really shocked. Yeah, really shocked. Where is it? No. Keep scanning. No. There we go. Found it. All right. So now, a little bit of dark wood, right? Help fill in all those gaps. Right? And if it, I know it looks like trash right now, but when it dries, it'll actually look pretty good. Right? A little dry brush and you're good to go. Okay. Definitely need to do some work on poor Marcus here. Make him look a little cooler. All right. So for Marcus, I think we're going to give him like blue pants, but before we do that, all right, I'm just going to let this dry for a second, but um, basically, I think we've painted about what we can paint tonight. Because I gotta get my kids to sleep. All right. Still have a school day tomorrow and the weirdest camping trip, which I will explain to you at some point at another date. Oh, let's get rid of that. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna let that. We're gonna let these dry as is, but they're coming along. I think we gained some pretty good progress, especially on her. Um, we'll do some more painting on her at some point. So. Yeah, because I'd like to get them done so that I might actually get to play them this weekend. So, with that, I think we're going to end our stream here. So, want to thank you folks for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you